Step off.
Come on, won't you say it loud? Ayo, we gon' turn this out. Tom Clark's main event. Dropkick now and powerbomb. Ayo, bro, let's bring this on. Hey, hey, what is up? Oh, captain, my captain, show the stuff. Power slammer, suplex 2. Hot garbage is just for you. Big breaker, cut a cold red. Figure 4, hot times ahead. Since 2014, it's on. It's a 10 count, but stand up strong. Hey kid, no DQ, strong style. Chop, this is how it do. Tom Clark's main event. Tom Clark's main event. Tom Clark's main event. Tom Clark's main event.
Hey, what is up, kids? Welcome back to the program. Tom Clark back here with you yet again on another Friday. Welcome to episode 380. Huh? What? Where? Only 20 to go till the big 400 and only 120 to go till the big 500. And they said it couldn't be done, but I'm going to do it. Come hell or high water, I'm going to drag everybody kicking and screaming across the finish line. Whether you want to come or not, you're coming. You hear me? All of you. Get used to it. All right. Hi, by the way. Thanks for watching the show. My name's Tom. If you've never watched, this is Tom Clark's Main Event. Been going strong since 2014. And we talk about pro wrestling here. If you like pro wrestling, you're in the right place. We've also got a website, boinkstudios.com, B-O-I-N-K, boinkstudios.com, where you'll find links to all of our platforms, social media platforms, podcast platforms. I also do many other shows. Tom Clark 6M Podcast. Me and a few of the guys are doing a brand new show we're going to tell you about very, very, very soon. We've already recorded the preview in episode 1. And on our YouTube, you'll find some content that's not available anywhere else. I've got a brand new review show that's YouTube exclusive. And I've got a brand new series of how-to videos coming on the YouTube there as well. Just find us on YouTube at Boink Studios. Again, B-O-I-N-K, Boink Studios. We got a guest on deck today, kids. Before we bring him on, let's get the ticker ticking. There it is. Isn't that nice? And let's see. It's already there, isn't it? Hey, all right. I was ahead of the game. How you like that? I'm used to being behind. Aren't you used to me being behind? I'll bet you that you are. It's fine. It's not really fine, but it's going to be fine. Let's get the logo up on there. Boom, there we are. And we've got some hellos to say. And before we do, let's bring on our guest. You know him from Peaches and Powerbombs Tailgate Party. You also know him from Tom Clark 6M Podcast. Hi, that's me. And you also know him from this show as well. Everybody, please give a warm Tom Clark's Main Event welcome to Ray Dean. What's up, Ray? How are you, my friend?
What is up, my friend? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Good to see you. Thanks for taking the time for us today.
Of course. I was in the back, and I got to tell you, man, those Tom Clark dancers pressed again.
It's
2
the
bunions,
rehearsal.
Betty, insane.
It's the rehearsal. That's what's going on.
They are
They're a well-oiled machine. One day they'll make their debut.
The choreography is top notch, brother. I'm impressed.
Man, I think I'm waiting till episode 500 before we let them
just do their thing.
Yeah.
But man, I was impressed.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I don't want to take full credit, but I'll take some credit because I organized it.
Yeah. They told me that this is all your moves. So I'm like, wow.
Hey, I don't like to show off.
Yeah.
I'll leave that to other people. It's getting deep in here. Let's say hello to some of the kids in the audience. What's up, JP? Good to see you. Davey, how you been, my friend? Hadn't seen you in a bit. Sugar Shane's here. And, of course, the kids are saying hello to Ray. All you guys know Ray.
What's up, Sugar Shane? How about them Cowboys?
See there? Starting to fight already. So, everybody do me a favor, if you will. Smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. And also share this on your feed. That'd be awesome of you to do so as well. And again, we thank you and we appreciate everybody for hanging out with us live and downloading and checking us out after the fact. We got lots to talk about today, Ray.
Yes, indeed.
So we don't want to waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get to it. Kids, in case you don't know, lots of awesome pro wrestling's coming your way in the next several weeks. And the most immediate show is NJPW Dominion. And of course, it is taking place on the 15th. So here in the States, you're talking about if you want to stay up past midnight tomorrow night, then you can see. and I'll probably just catch it Sunday
Yeah.
because I usually don't stay up because it's usually pretty late in the game if you want to watch it live. It's a big card, Ray. Are you keeping up with New Japan just here and there? Are
Here
you?
and there, I keep up a little bit. Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
That was a great investment.
Awesome. Did you watch any of the best of the Super Juniors? Did you get any?
I watched a little bit of it. I'm not going to lie and say I watched the whole thing, but I did watch a little bit of it. Very impressed. I can't believe what's his face did so well.
Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne, yeah.
Yeah. And Kosei Fujita was the right guy to win. And there was several talented guys, but Fujita has come such a long way. And like, usually in that company, when you go on excursion, you leave the country and go to Mexico or Canada or England or whatever that looks like. But he stayed from a young boy and he's not left.
No.
At first I'm like, is this going to work? But man, it's been awesome. But when you're learning at the knee of Zack Sabre Jr., that helps as well.
Yes, exactly. But
he's really good. So, kids, let's run down this card real quick, and then Ray will get your thoughts. We've got the young boys in the first match, Katsuya Mirishima and Shomakato versus Daiki Nagai and Masatora Yasuda tag team match. That'll just be everybody's in black trunks, kids, if you know how the young boy system works in that country. We've got an 8-man tag. This should bring the house down. Bullet Club, War Dogs, Drilla Maloney, Clark Connors, Taiji Ishimori. Let's see, and Chase Owens. Hoy on that last one. Hey, no disrespect. Not trying to throw shade. Versus House of Torture, Sonata, Ren Narita, Yujiro Takahashi, and to be announced.
Ooh.
They're leaving that one up for grabs.
I don't know who that other one's going to be. House of Torture is insane.
Well, you know what kills me is that someone's probably going to turn heel and join them. And I'm going to tell you something. If you join House of Torture, it's like just diving into an effing black hole, man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that gimmick is not over. I don't know if it's ever been over. Maybe with those fans it is, but for the rest of the world, most of us are like, yeah, I'm over this.
Yeah, it's been around a little too long.
It's too much sometimes. And, I was one of the guys that defended it from the beginning and said, look, they're heels. They cheat every match. Aren't heels supposed to cheat every match? I'm not going to back down from that.
Yeah.
At some point, it's like, yeah, it just gets to be old hat at this point, we've also got El Phantasma and Shota Umino with Jado versus TMDK of Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryowa Iwa with Hartley Jackson in a tag team match. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Yuya Uemura. Tana's on his farewell tour this year, kids. He's hanging it up as an active pro wrestler, as we know. Yo and Master Wado versus House of Torture, Sho and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Shout out to Yo, who had a great Best of Super Juniors tournament, and talk about a guy that's really getting into his character. It's wonderful. We've also got United Empire, Great Khan and Callum Newman versus Tomohiro Ishii and Taichi for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Konosuke Takeshita versus Bolton Oleg. Do you know anything about Bolton Oleg, Ray?
No, that's someone I was going to ask you. Who's that guy?
He's so good. I want to say I think he's German. He's phenomenal. You got to look him up. He is.
I'll have to see.
And I the next big thing has been used and abused for years, but like I'm telling you right now, this guy is insanely impressive. Strong as a horse, strong as an ox, I guess. Really, really, really impressive, man.
He's any card with Zack Sabre Jr. That's my guy. If you've never seen him live, that guy is on another level.
Zack is awesome, yeah. And Takeshita's on this card, and Takeshita is effing phenomenal, man. He really is. The match with Takeshita and Oleg is for the Never Openweight Championship. David Finlay versus Evil in a dog collar chain death match.
Woo.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think you're going to see some blood on the part of both guys, and Evil needs to lose this. I got to be honest; he needs to lose this. We've got Yota Tsuji versus Gabe Kidd for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. I don't think Gabe's taking that belt off him.
No,
but we'll see. And Hiroki Goto defending the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship against Shingo Takagi. I don't care what Takagi's doing. He could be doing anything. I'll watch Takagi work a match because he is great. So there's your Dominion card. Ray, as we know, that company's gone through a lot of stuff. Their locker room has been fairly well emptied out over the past couple of years of their biggest names. And they're still very much in a rebuilding phase. And the younger guys they have are coming up, and the veterans they have, they're trying to position. They just lost Naito, which is huge for them. Naito's not shown up anywhere that I'm aware of. Neither has Bushi. But what do you think about them coming into the States and they're establishing a foothold? I mean, this is just good for the business, isn't it?
I think it's really good. I mean, at the end of the day, these guys are building themselves up. They're getting these household names coming to these federations, and at least they're acknowledging their presence in New Japan. So they have an instant, buzz about them. And I think it's good. I'm very surprised Zach hasn't left and gone to AEW full time. I'm happy he hasn't because he's a big brand name. Same with Finley, but names like that would carry over tremendously over there.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I don't know how they're doing financially. I hope everything's well. I just enjoy the wrestling so much. And Ray, like you, I watch AEW and I enjoy the shows for the most part, but you can tell they're going to break and everything's timed. And when a guy's backstage, he's got to get his words out quick, because they're going to go to commercial. So TV wrestling, for that reason, has always been tough at times. But like you watch New Japan, they don't have to worry about any of that.
No.
It's just
they take their own pace. It's completely different. People got to subscribe to New Japan. It's such a different animal.
Yeah,
there's no
for sure.
Yeah, there's no spots. You don't have to hit a certain mark when you're doing a promo. It's kind of like they don't do a lot of talking anyway.
Yeah.
But when they do,
no, that's true.
Yeah, they really don't. But when they
it's
do,
usually
it's
usually at the press conferences after the fact backstage.
Yeah.
And usually they'll let the main event guy have the mic at the end of the match.
Yeah. The main event guy usually says something, win or lose.
Yeah. Faye's here from the Untitled Wrestling Podcast. What's up, Faye? Good to see you. Faye, let's get you on the show again. I know you and I have talked about that recently. Let's get you back on the show.
Someone owes me a 6M Rocky. Just saying.
And don't get mad, but guess what me and Phil are going to do next week? We're going to do Creed.
Oh, what's up?
We're just jumping all the way away from you, aren't we?
Yeah.
We got to get Rocky done, man, because as you know on the show, I was going to call you Phil. Holy crap. Ray, as you know on the show, we bounce. Sometimes we go in order, sometimes we don't. I don't really care about any of that. So, like, we'll do Creed, you and I'll do Rocky, and I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like, I remember the episodes just so I know what the number is, but it's not
Creed
like
was really good. Creed was good. That whole series was good.
Yeah.
God, you're
I really enjoyed that first one. Yeah.
Yes.
Let
me know, brother. I'm waiting.
Yeah, for sure. We just did and now I'll never remember. We just did Almost Famous. Put that out this past week. Love that movie. I've always been a fan of that movie. We just reviewed Sinners.
Okay.
On Wednesday.
You did a music review. I forgot who you did. Someone recently.
Me and Chris Patton did Outcast.
Outcast, I was gonna say, yeah. That was fantastic. I listened to that.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. That was a fun one. Chris is tell me that first part, well, both parts, but that first part especially, Chris, with his knowledge of the Atlanta music scene,
is insane.
Was great, wasn't it?
He knows his ATL stuff. Like, wow.
I'm like, just like you and I, like me and him and me and Phil, I tend to click with guys I record with and girls. If not, I don't record with them, right? So, like, I knew it'd be fine, but God, when he started, I just kind of sat back and just let him work. I'm like, I'm just gonna let you work because, man, he was crushing it. You know what I mean?
Killed it. I get Chris my dude.
Yeah, I can look stuff up and read notes, but he's living it. I can't speak to all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was really good. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Faye says Sinners is so good. Love a vampire movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sugar Shane says hard to watch a 4-hour wrestling show at one time. Brother, I appreciate your sentiment. I love it. I know we've all got lives to lead and jobs to work and families to tend to. I love when wrestling's on my TV for that long. I'm sorry. Like, and I know I just kind of complained about TV wrestling. I get it. But like, I enjoyed it. Different. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and flip to this, Ray. Let's go ahead and talk about Summer Blockbuster because that's what Shane is talking about. What'd you think overall? Was it too long? I mean, did you enjoy the show? What's the highlights for you?
I enjoyed it. Some of the spots were good. How they segued to Collision really quick was good. It was a nice, smooth transition. Mm-hmm. They're actually building feuds more in Collision, which is so weird. There's like storyline feuds that make sense. And on Dynamite, it's kind of sometimes it's hodgepodgey, which is find so confusing. Like, why is Collision so organized and Dynamite is a little mishmashy. Like, is there 2 separate writers? Am I missing something? You could follow, if you never watched AEW in your life and you watch Collision, you could actually be like, oh, okay, this Mercedes, this woman, this is the second time they've had little exchanges. I see these two are building a feud. Oh, Paragon is feuding with the Don Callis family. I see how this is building. Adam Cole, Kai Fle- like it is there. With Dynamite, it's like out of nowhere. The Hurt Syndicate was fighting with what's that tag team? Q or Andretti and the other guy. Crew.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Like, when did that? It was like just a hodgepodge random tag match. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be 2 separate writers, I'm assuming, because it just makes no sense.
To my knowledge, there are no writers in that company. Tony books it. He puts the matches together. The guys talk about what they're going to do, and I'm pretty sure they're still following the producer system where they got producers backstage like Malenko and Jerry Lynn, whoever else is back there, who work with the guys and the gals and pace out the matches. But they don't have writers per se. I hope we never get to the point that they do, Ray, because
no,
the thing that kills WWE for me, amongst other things, is the fact that it is so incredibly overproduced. Like, I just can't. That's one of the reasons I don't watch WWE anymore. I just can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. But do you feel like Collision is more organized in terms of like storyline, in terms of feuds?
Yes, and I kind of feel like they can take their time more on that show than they can Dynamite, because Dynamite's the flagship show. And maybe the feeling is we got to punch as many stars in as we can and give them as much face time as we can and get things kicked off. And then Collision, you have more time, as you said, to kind of flesh things out.
Yeah, because your boy was actually on Collision this week. Your buddy from Independence. I can't think of his name now. The boy that came.
JD Drake.
Yeah. Him and his tag partner. Yeah, they're getting into a feud. Like, and they build a storyline. They challenge him. Now they're actually going to fight next week. So it's like it wasn't like just rando.
Yeah.
It had a word exchange, and it was like, "Hey, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. We want to be a tag team too." And like, it actually had some substance to it. He's really good on the mic too, by the way.
He is. Yeah, JD can talk, man. He always could.
And his last line was like, he told the little guy,
Decaf.
That was hysterical.
Brian Keith, yeah.
Brian Keith, I stick to decaf.
What's up, Fernando? Fernando, thank you, my friend, for supporting me on the YouTube. I appreciate you very much, dude. JP says they did a 4-hour show because TNT didn't want to be in competition with themselves because the next Stanley Cup Game 5 is tomorrow night. Yeah, Fernando, I appreciate your point of view, man. We can all have our own opinion, and I understand how it can be exhausting, but I just love it. Even if I don't watch it all on the same night and I finish it the next day, Ray, I can't speak for everybody, but I just love wrestling, man. I really love it.
I love it. And it was different people, so it's got this, he's got to go.
Look at E talking this smack to you, man.
Gotta go.
Mercedes is very awesome.
Mercedes is awesome now.
I'm just saying.
So I'm actually not even that mad at that.
See, it's hard to get upset at that one. So let's run down the card real quick here, kids. Ospreay and Swerve Strickland.
Woo.
Dude.
Insane. What? I can't even describe how great that was.
Stars. You know what I mean? Like mega stars. Forget the superstar crap. They are mega stars. Like
mega stars.
What did you think about Ospreay taking the bullet for Swerve in the end?
It was incredible. Like, wow. And I don't know if he had hurt his nose in the beginning of the match. I hope it wasn't broken or anything. I haven't heard any updates on that.
I don't know. I haven't either.
No, but insane. Those two just brought the house down.
Yeah. Ospreay's in the other company, they're taking him off the next show with a broken nose. But he won't 100%. Do it. They'll tell him, just put something on my face and guard it. I'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to keep going.
Yeah. Fernando, no worries, my friend. Fernando also says Mercedes is top 5, one of the best. Right now, today, it is really hard to argue that.
Right here, right now, yes. It's extremely hard to even argue that case. Like, it's nothing I can say.
Maybe in a month, depending on what happens. But again, Mercedes is wonderful. She is so good, man.
Whew.
JB says doing a 2 4-hour shows makes it feel like a special show, even just for a couple of weeks. I agree with that. Yeah. So Mystico defeated Blake Christian with Lee Johnson. The Hurt Syndicate. What you think about MVP paying homage to? I'm sorry, MJF paying. There's too many initials. Paying homage to MVP with that gear he had on.
Oh my God, that was hysterical.
Yeah, he's still
don't
fit.
He don't fit. I'm just waiting for this to end.
Yeah,
I don't know how it's going to end, but it's going to end.
And what I don't get, and we don't have to belabor the point, what I don't get is the fact that MVP's on commentary saying he's got things to teach him. He's a young kid. And I'm like, none of this makes any sense at all. Like
zero.
Yeah, this guy was a former world champion, one of the pillars of this company. And all due respect to MVP, you could argue from a character standpoint, he's already surpassed you. Like, but I'm going to teach him some stuff. All right. It's weird.
It's like a little awkward. Teach him what? How to be champion? He's done that.
Universal, my friend. You came on the show last week or in the chat, and brother, you never talked to me one time. I'm cool with you being here, but you threw a lot of stuff in my chat and couldn't back up anything. You got opinions. I respect that. Okay. And you don't like AEW? Cool. I have no problem with that. Honestly, I just don't like, here's a fact, here's a fact, here's a fact. And I said, give me a source, and you got nothing. That's weird to me. I don't know. That's weird to me. It's opinion based.
Yeah, that's an opinion. That's not a fact.
And it's okay that you have one. It's cool.
Yeah.
But like, you don't like AEW? Awesome. Don't watch it. I don't know. But for anybody to say that Mercedes is not doing some great work right now, that is not a fact. The fact is that she's crushing it. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And if you don't see that, if you don't acknowledge that she's crushing it, that you're not a wrestling fan. Like, I mean,
you're not watching.
It's a fact. Yeah, you're not watching.
You're not watching.
Because it's just factual. It's just facts. She's crushing it.
To some people, WWE is the only company. Yeah. I don't get that, but it's fine. I don't care. It's weird. But like, if you don't like anything else, I guess that's fine. Yeah. I don't get it, but I guess I don't have to get it, right?
Yeah, I guess to each his own. They got those horse blinders on.
Hey, man, whatever makes you happy, right? TJ, Ty Mello, and Anna Jay defeated Megan Bain and Penelope Ford. Let me tell you something, Ray. I love Anna Jay. I love her to death. And like, I like that Ty Mello's finally getting a little bit of a pop. They're not bagging on her and hating on her like they've done before. I like these two together, but I think Anna Jay at some point needs to be put in serious title contention. The only issue, Ray, is that you've got the two best women, workers and personalities in that company holding both belts. And that's tough at the moment, dude.
Yeah, it's really tough because they're making Mercedes belt look so good now, where it's not like a second tier title. So it's like you have two top champions and then there's everybody else. Yeah. Anna Jay's a fantastic worker.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. That was Dynamite, kids. That was it. 4 matches on Dynamite. Collision, we had Kyle Fletcher defeated Anthony Bowens. What's your take on this Anthony Bowens thing, man? Do you think he's going to be able to get over? And I guess
5-tool player thing, I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah, same.
I like him as a person. I met him. Nice guy. Super nice guy. Good worker. This gimmick is kind of weird. Like, there's got to be something else he could come up with.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't. And, the fact that he's not on TV is not on him. They just don't put him on TV. It's weird. I don't understand that at all. It doesn't make any sense to me a bit. Not a bit.
No.
I mean, if he's healthy and he can go and it looks like he's fine, put this guy on TV. Get behind him,
Exactly. But change that gimmick. That 5-tool player thing is just like, stop.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I can't say that I'm totally feeling it. At least it's a hook. It's something that no one else is doing, right?
Yeah. It's at least it's original.
Yeah. JP says, I love me some Anna Jay and Ty Mello and super happy Ty Mello's back. I agree.
Yeah, true stuff.
Fernando says Ospreay versus Swerve was top 5 best Dynamite matches ever. The draw had to happen. You can't. One of these guys can't lose right now. It's too much. The draw is fine. It's okay to have your opinion, but the draw, in my opinion, is fine.
The best ending for it. I wanted that or some disqualification, someone jumping in.
Yeah, no one needs to get pinned to those two guys at the moment. They're just too hot, both of them.
Yeah.
JP says, 5 tool my big toe. Do not like the gimmick.
I agree, Jeff. It's just nothing stands out about it. 5-tool player. What is he playing for Major League Baseball? 5-tool player? That's like
that's a lot of the reference. Is he a baseball guy off camera?
Yeah.
Maybe
I think he's a baseball guy. I think he played baseball in college.
Oh, there you go.
So that's just like, come up with something else. You know, the warrior. I don't know, something that signifies him. You know, he's the gritty guy, the underdog, the guy with all heart bones or something. I don't know.
And in his defense, Ray, you got to put him on TV for him to get over. Like,
yeah.
And when he's not on TV, that gimmick don't have a chance. If they're not behind it, and you're not giving him airtime, then he can't. I mean, you can do a social media attempt to get over, which he can. But Ray, as you and I both know, a lot of people in that company are kept at home and off TV for whatever reason that he does it, that Khan does it. And he does it all the time. Like,
for long periods of time.
Yes, I don't get it. Timeless Tony Storm, as we mentioned before, she defeated Julia Hart. Buddy, when Tony's on my TV, I'm a happy camper.
Out of this world.
Yeah. Really, really good match. And
really good.
Tony's just killing it. What'd you think about the stuff at the end with Mercedes?
Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. That's crazy. These two are bringing it. Those two are bringing it. And I love how Julia Hart's got this darkness with Sky Blue. They're forming this little tag team too.
Yeah.
So I'm into that.
Yeah.
Sky Blue looks great in the ring, so good for her. I'm glad she's back.
Sugar Shane with a great point. The only thing I didn't like in the match is Anna J. Miller had to wait on Megan Baines. Penelope Ford, Shane. Yeah, because she got up on the top and they're going, let's hug each other. Wait for her. Yeah, I hate that stuff too.
Yeah. When
you're waiting on that outside dive. That's just the worst. But you know, Ray, we've seen what happens when you don't catch people.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather catch them watching than for them to get there too late or be out of position, because that sucks. You know what I mean?
Big time.
Yeah. Fernando, I could not agree with you more. Taking Town off TV, I do believe it's affecting that company. Don't know to what degree, but I agree with you for sure. For sure. Let's see. We also had the conglomeration. Mark Briscoe, Tomohiro Ishii, and Willow Nightingale defeated MXM Collection and Taya Valkyrie. Finally, MXM Collection are back on Dynamite, Ray. It just took long enough, didn't it?
Yeah, there's another team that I was like, where were these guys at?
They put them on Collision, and or they put them on Ring of Honor, and they kind of disappeared. And you know, it's again, I don't think it's a matter of necessarily maybe taking off is too harsh. Maybe it's just Khan doesn't have anything for you right now. There's nothing for you. Like, I don't get that. I mean, I think, Ray, a part of it is a consequence of having such an incredibly stacked roster.
Yeah.
You know?
You're very top heavy.
Yes, good call. There's a lot of people who can conceivably run for the top championships. And that's fine if you can juggle it, you know?
Yeah.
JP says, unpopular opinion, I can't stand the Thomas gimmick. What?
Oh. Jeff, and I like you. That just hurt my soul.
JP. Yeah. He also pointed out Wardlow or Camille won't be seeing them. Yeah, they're going to do the American Gladiator revival. I could go the rest of my life not have to watch that show again.
Thank God I will not be watching that.
I won't be watching anyway. Best of luck to him. Hope everybody's stays safe and healthy. And
best of luck. You're making a paycheck. God bless you.
Yeah, and doesn't kill the poor schmucks that go on the show.
Yeah.
Because that original American Gladiators, there's some stories. Did you see that doc they did about that?
Oh, my God.
Like, yeah, we just decided to break the guy's neck. I'm just making that up. I don't know.
Yeah. But they were wailing at these just regular people.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. Tom
Joe
doesn't
the
belong on that show.
accountant's going in there with Warlock.
Yeah, right. Here's a corporate attorney from Baltimore. And he just gets speared or some nonsense.
You know, on the weekends he rides his bike a half a mile.
Yeah.
He's gonna get there with Warlow.
He's watched boxing on TV. He thinks he can do this. Here he is. You know.
Here he goes. Good luck.
They rip off his arm and beat him with it. Tom doesn't belong on that show.
No, he
right?
owns a pair of boxing gloves that he got signed by Muhammad
Right,
Ali.
yeah. He didn't used to box. He thought about boxing as a kid. Well, does that count? All right.
That counts.
His dog is a boxer. Does that count? Oh.
That counts. He has a pair of boxing gloves that are signed by Muhammad Ali. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
But yeah, dude,
that was horrible.
Yeah, I can't say I didn't watch as a kid, but honestly, I was more of a pro wrestling kid. I wasn't into American Gladiators. Man.
No, I'd rather watch.
Fernando says Anna Jay doesn't deserve a bigger push. Well, I'm not. I don't want to get into the nuts and bolts of who deserves what, but it is odd to me that Deonna Purrazzo was as hot as she was, and now she's ice cold. That is interesting to me.
Freezing
Ray.
ice cold. I don't know what happened to her either.
What's cooler than being cold? Ice cold. I'm just saying.
She's ice cold.
Yeah,
and I like Deonna Purrazzo too.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. JP says they're adding Rick Boogs. That's right. And Jesse Godares. He and I are LinkedIn friends for whatever reason.
Wow.
Godares.
Jesse Goddard's.
Yeah.
He was in Ohio Valley for a minute.
Yeah.
He was in TNA for a minute. Has he stopped pro wrestling or?
I don't know. I don't even know how he ended up being linked on LinkedIn. I have no idea. I can't remember how that happened.
That's crazy. Good for you.
Yeah. Fernando says Universal, Deonna Purrazzo, Ty Valkyrie, the Grills, always answering a question because the Universal chap likes to talk. That's cool. I ain't throwing shade, brother. It's just, again, hi, I'm hosting. If you'd like to talk with me. If you don't like me, I guess that's fine too. It's fine. So we also have Bandito defeated the Beast Mortos. Beast Mortos could do anything, and I love this guy. He and Bandito are great together. And Bandito is such a solid worker, Ray. Like, whew.
And Beast Mortos can move, boy. Wow.
Dude.
Wow.
I mean,
that was a really good match.
Right?
Oh my God.
Remember how we used to brag on Joe and say for a big man the stuff he can do, and he still can.
Yeah.
But like I kind of feel like that's where Mortos is now. That he's like, you know, kind of maybe slid into a spot of a big guy that's just crazy athletic, and you're like, how does he get up that way? And how does he flip? And how does he, you know?
Yeah. Like he takes it to another level. I agree.
It is. Don't sleep on the big guys, kids. Tekla defeated Queen Aminata. I guess it's fine. I don't know that Aminata should have submitted. You know, that was kind of because you spent time building her up, and then Tekla comes in from out of nowhere. And I get it. It's, well, let's put her over on somebody that we have worked on. And Aminata can live to fight another day, and it doesn't necessarily kill her. And they gave him time, Ray, 10 and a half minutes, which is not bad for a TV match for women, which, you know, Tony and Julia got 8 minutes, and Tony's the champ, you know. So what do you think about this Tekla? Do you know much about her before she came in?
Is she a CMLL woman? She's good. She can go.
She's good, yeah.
That spider thing she does at the end is insane.
It is.
I would have broke my neck several times trying to do that, so I don't even attempt that. Because I don't want to be in a wheelchair. But she's good. She could go.
Yeah,
I don't know her mic is. I don't know if her mic is.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, she's from Stardom, or she.
Oh, Stardom. Okay.
Yeah, World Wonder Ring Stardom, where she's best known, and yeah,
she can go.
Oh, dude,
she brings it.
Yeah,
she's gonna be, and keep her heel.
Oh, for sure.
Please, Tony, do not flip her ever. She will make an awful face. Yeah.
Fernando says, I'm sick of Mortos taking pins all the time. It's yeah. He also says
win for some reason.
Yeah, it's tough, Ray, because Bandito's Ring of Honor world champ. And if you're going to pin a world champ, then it gets
Yeah, it gets
Of course, they could have pinned him in like with a cheap roll up or something, or pinned him and said, "All right, now you get a title shot." Do you know what I mean? Queen Aminata
She
deserves
hit it with the
it.
coup de grace at the end. I thought that was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew she wasn't going to be Spider Woman.
Right. Yeah. We've also got the Dawn Callis family of Hechicero, Josh Alexander, Konosuke Takeshita, and Lance Archer, with Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero defeating Daniel Garcia and Paragon of Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong with Danny Magic, Matt Menard. 8-man tag. What do you think about this Okada and Don Callis connection, man?
Yeah, that was weird. I'm like, so he's not part of the Elite anymore? Like, what? How did that happen? That was just random weird.
I don't dislike Don, but I don't think Okada needs anybody.
He doesn't.
If you just want to put Don in this because of his relationship to Kenny and the heat they have, I guess that's fine, but I don't think you need it.
No. Yeah. I don't like that they're making Josh Alexander look kind of on the weakest link of the family, so to speak.
Again,
former
Ray,
world champion.
Yeah. They're so stacked with talent that it's like, hey, look, we'll put you with Don. Don's guys are on TV every week. You'll be on TV, you'll be in the spotlight, but it's just, you're right. Like I don't want to say he's getting covered up, but he's not going to get world title opportunities at the moment. I don't think.
No, he's not. And it's a shame. I really thought when he came there, he was going to be like eventually a main event guy. This guy's former world champion. Oh, he's kind of like second fiddle to Kyle and Takeshita. I'm like, what happened?
I mean, he's third in that stable now.
Yeah,
you think?
100%. He's third.
Yeah,
it's Kyle, Takeshita, and him.
Mm-hmm. And for all we know, Ray, he's cool. He's cool. Maybe he just wants to hang for a bit. I mean, the schedule's probably
that
better.
Other guy. When did he become a member of the Callis family?
What are we talking about?
What's his name? Horatio or
Hechicero?
Hechicero. When did that happen?
Well, let me see here. They're doing all this stuff because they're going to promote the big show they got coming up.
Yeah.
AW Grand Slam Mexico. So yeah, he's in it. He's in the family apparently. I mean, I don't know if it was a one-shot deal or if it's just going to kind of be an affiliate when he's in the States. I don't know.
Yeah, was it a thing where he went to CMML and propositioned him to join? Like he just out of nowhere, he's with the family. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But all right.
JP says shock of the night was Okada joined the Don. I swear to God, for a second, I thought you said Don Cornelius. Don Cornelius. Soul Train.
The Soul Train.
But since Okada stopped hanging around the Young Bucks, he's been just there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Fernando, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but it's like, I still don't think he needs anybody, but that's me talking.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
But just I wish there would have been like a reason why they split. And Young Bucks should have turned on him or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That takes us into Okada versus Omega Ray. We don't have to spend a lot of time on this. This is coming up. AW All In is coming sooner rather than later. And I'm actually really, really looking forward to this. July 12th, my mom's birthday, actually.
Oh, happy birthday.
Mm-hmm. So right now there's just 3 matches: Tony and Mercedes, Mox and Hangman, and Okada and Omega. This is going to be a title unification. I don't understand that, Ray. I'm actually really against that because you're taking a title off the table that somebody else could be working for.
100%.
And
there's not a lot of belts to go around right now. There really isn't.
As
TNA,
much as people
World, and those 2. That's it.
World title, TNT, and there's international and continental. So there's 4 at the moment. But then there's going to be 3 men's championships. Yeah, I don't get it. 3.
Well, isn't Takeshita a champion? What is he?
Takeshita is the hold on.
You can look it up. Guys, help us out. Takeshita is he's not the Continental, he's not the International.
He was never open weight champion.
Oh, he lost it to Omega, right?
No. That's the international title he lost to Omega. Or the Continental Championship he lost to Omega. Oh, see, all right, you know what? Maybe there are too many belts after all.
But now there's 3. There's 4.
Oh my God.
These 2.
Okay.
World
All
champion,
right.
the TNT. That's it.
So Kenny beat Takeshita for the international title.
Okay.
That's what it is.
So he's the
He's the
international
international
champion. Omega's the Okada's the continental champion.
Mm-hmm.
There's Cole, and then there's Mox.
Takesha's never open weight champion. That's what I thought.
Okay. So right now in AEW, there's really 4 belts.
Yeah, till they take the one away. Yeah.
If they take one away, there's gonna be 3. What are they making that belt? Are they gonna call it the Intercontinental Belt? What are they gonna call that?
They're just calling it the Unified. It's a nice looking title.
It's a beautiful belt, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say beautiful belt. So they're calling it the Unified Champion.
You know, it reminds me of, this is going back a ways. Nikita was the United States champion and Wahoo was the national champion.
Yes,
and Crockett had a title unification match. And I remember at the time I was a kid and really into it and terrified of Nikita. Scared the life out of me as a kid, brother. I'm not
psycho.
Terrified me. And when Wahoo's talking to Tony Schiavone at the desk in that little studio, and he's like, I'm not scared of him. And I'm like, let's go Wahoo. That was my guy, man. I couldn't wait, you know. And of course Nikita beats him.
Yeah, of course.
Unifies the championships.
So it's the unified champion.
JP, Chris. I will throw Chris Patton under the bus, JP. Chris Patton said there's too many titles. Okay. My retort to that has always been, I don't know that the problem is too many belts. It's the booking that's the problem. But you're right. Chris is very anti too many championships.
And now there's not.
Ears are burning. They should be.
Yeah, Chris. No, there's not. You got your wish. 3 belts. That's nuts. With all those, with all this talent.
I'm just saying. See, people disagree with us like crazy. Oh, well, Shane, no. Shane, you're right. We just weren't counting tag belts. We were just counting singles championships.
Yeah. There's 3. There's 4. There'll be 3. I think that's ridiculous when there's 800 guys there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind them doing like Japan and doing a junior division. I think that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
Whether you named it, you could name it anything. You don't have to call it junior. You can name it anything. But I like that. Give the smaller guys a chance to get in there and go 100 miles an hour and just put on some banger matches. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
Fernando says the more titles, the less special being a champion becomes. I can't argue with you. At the same time, though, in my opinion, it's all on how you book it. And again, no one's hiring me, Ray. Okay? So who am I to tell anybody what to do or how to do it? But like some of the booking in that company to this very moment is more than a little wackadoodle.
Super wackadoodle.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't want to not give that time. Okada versus Omega. This is going to be lights out. Amazing match. I mean,
insane. I
think Omega beats him.
Yeah, I'm going Omega too.
Yeah, I think Omega pins him, and we'll see. But yeah, I was here for the other matches they did in Japan. Phenomenal. When you had Stone Cold Steve Austin saying this is one of the greatest matches I've ever seen, that's big. That's high praise.
Huge. Well, let me ask you one quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How long do they keep playing this stomach angle with Omega?
What they got?
You got to move on with it.
Yeah.
Like so his stomach's gonna be messed up for the rest of his life. Like I get in the beginning, but like now it's just like, come on. He's had the surgery now. It's over a year and change. Like, come on.
They're leaning on it hard, aren't they? It's just it's something to do for this. Think of those guys who have broken their neck before, and for 10 years, the commentators will reference, well, you know, his neck was broken. And because guys will work the neck or the head, and you're like, oh, see that? Yeah. So it's something they can always go back to. It's like the well they just keep drawing water from. You know?
It keeps spooling out the water. I got you.
Yeah. Real quick, let's talk about Grand Slam Mexico. And this looks to be good. We've got 5 matches. And of course, this is going to take place next week. MJF versus Mystico. Zeuxis. And man, I hope I'm not screwing that up. Versus Mercedes Moné. How'd you like how she put Mercedes on her back in the
whoa.
Dude.
Whoa.
Boom. Like, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, holy moly.
For the CMLL World Women's Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if Mercedes won that belt.
I would not be shocked. Would not be shocked.
Dude. Giving her all the belts, man. We've also got Death Riders, Mox, Claudio, and Wheeler Utah, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick versus the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, Katsuyori Shibata, along with Swerve and Will Ospreay. They're going to tear the house down in that match, dude.
That's going to be out of this world.
Yeah. We've
That's
also
gonna
got
be sick.
It is Adam Cole, Atlantis Jr., Bandito, Brody King, Daniel Garcia, and Templario versus the Don Callis family, Heshicero, Josh Alexander, Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, and FTR, 12-man tag. What's your thoughts about the Adam Cole stuff with Paragon? How's it hitting for you?
Weird name. I like that he's taking the reins again. He's a good champion. I like this feud he's doing with Kyle. I think it's really good. I hate to see those two go at it because those are two of my favorites, but it is what it is. But yeah, it's cool. Those guys are trying to be like a separate tag team. I want to see them actually progress with that. I want to see Kyle and this dude try to get like the tag belt at some point. But name is weird, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's yeah, I don't hate it. But there, this company lets stuff get through and does things. I'm like, why are we doing that? Like for when Mox came in, he talked about the paradigm shift. His finishing move is the paradigm shift. Now we've got Paragon. And like I know it's not the same thing. And that I'm not trying to complain about everything.
But like it just disputed. I don't know what happened. Like, when did that become bad?
That's a good point. Why would you rebrand?
Yeah, I had an undisputed shirt. I'm like, do I gotta throw this out now?
Yeah.
Weird. I don't know.
What's up, Maria? Maria says Adam Cole on commentary all the time. Lately makes no sense. But isn't he good at it?
He's really good at it. Do you see the poster in the back?
No, I missed it. Yes, I see the poster in the back. Look at you.
I don't know how that got there. So
Ray's not biased at all.
No, completely. I'm very, very subjective.
Right down the middle.
Straight down the middle. Exactly.
He's like a pro wrestler turned referee for a special match. I'm going to call it right down the middle.
Exactly. No favoritism at all. I don't know how that poster got up there. Weird.
Shane says, I'm going Okada, Omega 1 in Japan, so it's payback time. You know what? I'm okay with that too.
I am. I'm okay.
Honestly, I think either way is fun. Did you get the announcement that Dynamite's going to be a 2.5-hour show next Wednesday night? Yeah, they got to get the run over, right?
Yeah.
Get the run over. Here's what I'll tell you, JP. And this goes for the other company too. Raw shit 3 hours. Hey, look, I get it. And I'm not a guy to defend WWE for anything, period. But brother, when the network says, hey, want to do another hour? You better believe I'll take another hour. Like, if the network says yes, take it. I don't know. I'm not counting the money behind the scenes for either company, but I would suspect if the network says more time, like to produce an hour of television for either company, I'm sure is not cheap. But like you're getting network money as part of that. So like if they want more time, how do you say no to that?
Exactly. Why would you turn that down?
That's just me talking. Maybe I'm dead wrong in my assessment of that.
But I agree with you.
JP says Mox not mentioned his finish move. Yeah, well, because he doesn't work that much, Jeff. Like,
yeah.
You're not wrong, but like, I actually like what they did with Hangman on Wednesday when he got in Hangman's face. I think Mox did some of his best work face to face with Hangman that he's done in a while.
Out of this world.
I loved it.
Great.
You know, Ray, what's weird, Ray, is that somewhere amidst all the Death Rider complaining that I myself have been guilty of, we kind of forget how really good Mox is at this. Like how Mox can, when he's on the mic, you can't not watch him. You're not watching the crowd. You're not watching who's standing beside of him. You're watching Mox because he's very good at that. And I kind of feel like that's been getting lost because of all the Death Rider hoo-ha, you know?
Exactly. His mic is upper echelon. Like
I think
his promos are insane. What he said about Hangman was insane.
I loved it.
Loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought everything he did. I think he and Hangman are gonna
bring the house down.
Yeah, how could they not, you know? Yeah.
We'll see. We will see.
And the only other match signed at the moment is Mascara Dorada versus Ricochet versus Hologram versus Leo Rush. I mean, just, don't leave the couch, because you talk about a quick match, it's going to be lights out. I bet Rick is going to have the time of his life working this match with these guys, because planning out spots, and I bet it's going to be a fun match, man.
Yeah. Kudos to that.
You guys are making great points today, and I love all you guys for speaking up. I appreciate you, even at the times when we're not on the same page. Fernando, again, with a great point. You don't think both companies are burning us out with too much wrestling. Oh, I didn't say that. Okay.
No.
But Ray, having said that, are they burning us out, or are we just choosing to watch it? You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's a weird way to answer, and I ain't trying to be a jerk about it, but like, I don't know, man. He's not wrong, but at the same time, it's like people for example, people still complain about Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I have not forgotten what it was like to have nothing. Okay, I'll never forget, and it sucked. We had nothing for years as comic book fans. So I'm not going to complain about Marvel or DC for that matter. So like for years, all we had was WWE, right? TNA was still around, but no disrespect, right? But there was no contender. There was no nothing. You couldn't even watch Japan in the States at that time unless you tape trading. So like, to me, I'm like, you know what? Give me all the wrestling I can get. I love it.
Yeah. That's like when they compete against each other, like during the week, like they have to have a special show when WWE has a show, or vice versa. Like, come on, dude. Like, can't you spread this out a little bit?
That's WWE, though. They book against AEW constantly. AEW's not booking against them.
No, it's WWE, I should say. You correct me, and you're 100% right. WWE
Well,
does it all the time. No, you're right. WWE does it all the time. I don't know why.
Yeah. Maria says oversaturation is not good for any product. Again, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Hard to argue. However, not trying to play devil's advocate all the time, Ray, but like, we're in the streaming age, and if you ain't first, you're last. And if you're not out there, if you're not putting out content, this is the day and age of content creation. And like, you got a channel, you got a company, you got a thing to put out there, brother, you better put it out. Like if AEW went back to, we're going to do a pay-per-view once every 6 months, 2 pay-per-views a year. All right. Okay. Well, screw Collision. We're just going to do Dynamite. Great. Okay. I don't know. To me, that just feels like we got this roster, Ray. We got this massive roster, and we're just only going to do one show and 2 pay-per-views a year, and that's it. But I don't think that works, Ray.
No, they have way too much talent, dude. They have way too much talent. And I feel like it's only going to get bigger for them.
Yeah. Shane says, do you think we'll ever see AEW Japan show from Tokyo? I don't know what the logistics of that would be. I'm not against it. But the problem is, here, Ray, I'll ask you, if it's an AEW show and it's in Japan and your guys are working Japan guys, who's going over? Like, because
exactly.
Buddy, right?
Yeah, who's going over? Who's going over? That's the problem.
That's the problem. Because when they do it here, AEW guys are going over.
100%.
If you do it over there, shouldn't Japan's guys go over? Like, I don't know. I don't hate the idea, by the way. Kids, we've already done an hour. How you like that? 4 minutes away from the top. We got one more thing to talk about, and then we'll do a very quick open floor. But before we do that, apologies for taking so long. Let's do this.
Boink Studios is the home of Tom Clark's Main Event, Tom Clark's 6M podcast, and Two Nations Under Ted, a Ted Lasso podcast. Visit the site today for links to every podcast platform, social media, special announcements, and a lot more. Check out the site and bookmark today, boinkstudios.com.
There you go, kids. boinkstudios.com. Please go check out the website. It's updated constantly throughout the week. I don't know where I was going with that. Constantly throughout the week. Please go check it out. The link to our YouTube is on there. We're building up that YouTube as much as we can, kids. So we hope you like the content. If you ever have any ideas for stuff that you don't see on the YouTube or on the website, let me know. Yeah, I'll tackle anything. Maybe not anything, but I'll tackle some other stuff. How about that?
Exactly.
So yeah, thanks to everybody who, by the way, has subscribed on the YouTube. I appreciate it. If you're watching right now, it's real simple. It's not behind a paywall. You don't got to do nothing. All you got to do is just go to YouTube and hit subscribe, and that's really it. I guess if you don't wanna, you don't have to. Okay, I don't get it. If I like somebody, I'm going to show them some love. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah.
But if
Why
you
wouldn't
guys would, I'm dropping the link right now. Just go give us a follow. Content is put out several times a week, and anybody on there that would like to comment, to follow, to share, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. Ray, I wanted to touch on this before we went to the open floor. This Ron Killings thing is some of the goofiest bit of nonsense I've seen in a while. Like, I know did you and Tina do the show yesterday?
No, we didn't.
Okay. So I don't know how much you've talked about this since everything happened.
I haven't talked about it, so this is
Oh,
first.
there you go.
I'm ready.
What's your take on this?
For everybody who was saying this was a work, this was not a work.
Hmm?
There's a big rumor that it was. I think Ron legitimately got fired.
Hmm.
I think that there was such an outlash of him wanting them back, all the fans demanding what happened, and da. It was kind of forced. I don't know if it was Triple H who brought him back or it was Khan brought him back, but one of them had to bring him back. I don't know that. And I love that he kept his name. And now he's calling himself Ron Killings because with WWE, if you don't have that name, now your new name is going to be, I don't know, Ron Jackson or Ron Smith or not even Ron anymore. He's going to change his name to Tim Johnson or Tim Smith. Something completely off kilter. So he gets to keep his name. So kudos to that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, like I don't know why they would ever think about firing someone like him. Ron is loved by everybody on the planet. If you don't like Ron Killings, something's wrong with you. That's not an opinion,
agree.
that's a fact.
Well, on last episode of the main event, I made it clear I wasn't for him getting released. Of course, I love Ron Killings. However, I also maybe didn't understand how people were lighting the torches and gonna go storm the castle. That kind of felt weird. I'm like, he was gainfully employed for 17 years. Like, no, I didn't want to see him gone either. I think he's awesome. But they would use him when they felt like it, put him on TV here and there. When they wanted him, they used him. When they didn't want him, you didn't see him. Like, and my thought was, great, let him go to another company and get over because he can. Like, from what I heard, is that Khan brought him back.
Okay.
That Khan reached out to him personally and made a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, like you said, Ray, the backlash was pretty immense. So, and he wanted to be Ron Killings, as the story goes. And that the reason he wants to do this is because he's preparing for the future. Because when he leaves, he can't be R-Truth. So he wants to build this name up as much as he can. So when the day comes that he does work out the rest of his contract and he officially goes for real, that's his name. He's taking it and he can build on it in another company, which I respect.
Smart man.
I agree.
You did the right thing. Keep that name, dude. You don't want to keep that R-Truth name because then you're screwed. He
was Ron the Truth Killings before he was ever R-Truth. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Had a great run in TNA. Athletic, good on the mic, intensity. The guy that we've seen, this R-Truth, the comedy haha stuff, he's great at it. Like,
right.
There's no doubt. I don't think anything was wasted necessarily. But to pigeonhole a guy and say, well, don't do that. All right, but maybe he wants to move on now. And I think it's okay that he wants to move on, Ray.
100%. I feel like it's, build his brand now. So if this is a short-term contract, he could go somewhere else and still, like I said, keep that name and keep his old angle.
JP says, wonder if he's going to get into interest music. The great thing about Ron, he's so talented. He'll just do his own song. And, if he wanted to do it, it's great. So there you go. Yep. I swear, some people.
Oh, no, I want to know.
You reading that?
That's crazy.
Look, man, look. Dude. People can believe what they want. It's fine. I don't understand. I don't get it. Everybody can believe what they want. You're welcome to it. All right, kids. The floor is open. Anybody would like to talk to the host of this show and his guest,
Yes,
by
that
all
would be nice.
means, please
Bring it.
come on. Doesn't have to be wrestling related. I have intentionally stayed away from Superman trailers because I'm so on board with this. I can't wait to watch it, but I don't want to see I don't want anything else revealed to me ahead of time, Ray.
I'm with you.
You gonna see it when it comes out?
Oh, of course, dude. That's a given. It's gonna be phenomenal.
I love the cast, and I feel like Gunn is the right guy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they've taken great pains to make this thing as, to honor the comic and honor the source material, but to also bring it into the movies. And I think it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, they're really keeping the authenticity of the comic, which I love.
Mm-hmm. Sugar Shane is stealing a page out of your playbook. He says, Ray, Boys to Men are Destiny's Child, and if you had 50-yard line tickets to a Cowboys game, could Tom and I go and we would eat steaks?
Boys to Men, hands down. That's easy. And of course, why would I not want to go to the Cowboys game with you and Tom and enjoy a steak and watch the Cowboys win? Let's go. I'm there.
I ain't going to no Cowboys game.
Oh, you're going.
That crap.
You're going to the Cowboy game. I even got a jersey for you. I got a jersey for you.
You can't drag me to a Cowboys game, my friend. It is not happening. We will agree to disagree on that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll agree to disagree on that one. Yeah. To be fair, I haven't followed NFL religiously in a long time. And I keep saying every season I'm going to get back into it. And every season I just don't get back into it.
I'm diehard. My dad brainwashed me, and God rest his soul, it just stayed with me. So I'm just cursed being a Cowboy fan my whole life. But
I think it's great to have, my thing has been wrestling, which is not real, of course. So that kind of sucks. But like, people don't really turn their nose up at major sports. But when you say pro wrestling, and it's always going to be, and I think it's better now, Ray, than it was 20 years ago, where it's not necessarily people are looking down on you, but it's like, well, if you like to watch it, that's a thing. And then they just kind of move on with their day. But like, explaining the NFL versus explaining an episode of Dynamite is two different things. Do you know what I mean?
Two different worlds. But a lot of people watch it now. A lot of people I've run into now are like, oh, yeah, did you know that? And they'll have Stone Cold shirts and this and that. I'm like, okay. So it's definitely way better than it was 20 years ago.
Oh, for sure. Dude, growing up, I was a wrestling fan and a comic book guy, and neither one of those things were ever anything you talked about.
No, exactly.
So,
when I was young, we're not picking up chicks telling them about you watching wrestling. It was not a icebreaker.
The meek have inherited the earth, or I should say the geek have inherited the earth.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
I wish it would have been chic when I was in high school. Fernando, thank you, my friend. Should Henry Cavill be cast as 007 or Aaron Taylor Johnson? What do you think, Ray?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
I like Aaron Taylor Johnson a lot.
But
I was telling Fernando on YouTube, I also think Tom Hiddleston would be a fantastic choice. But
yes, that's a fantastic choice.
He's so locked up with the Marvel stuff for years, and like I don't know if his schedule would allow it. But
that's a really good call, Tom.
I still think
for the day.
Right? Oh, great!
Yeah, you get to keep your own cookie. That's yours.
I can't have it. I've been going to the gym for a month, so I'm cutting back. So I can't have it.
There you go, brother.
Kudos
to you, man. I go religiously now. And
do you?
Yeah, I'm addicted to it.
I go 3 days a week. I probably should be going more, but it's hard for me to do more than 3 days.
3 is good, though.
Yeah.
3 is good. I do 4 max, but I'm locked into 3, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Do you eat before you go, by the way?
I'll do a protein shake.
I wasn't eating before I went.
That's not good, bro.
Oh, dude, I got to the desk one day last week, and my legs felt like they weighed 40 pounds each.
You gotta do a protein shake.
So
even half of one.
I'm like, you know what? Maybe I need to. So the next time, I had I had some yogurt and a cup of milk, and I went to work out, and afterward, I had that good, I'm tired feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's the good I'm tired because I just worked out, but there's the bad I'm tired where it's like I feel like I'm going to faint, right?
That's not a good
So like
tired.
I didn't have that this time. It was awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it worked.
Throw a
It
little
worked.
whey protein in that milk, and you'll feel better.
Yeah, see, I don't do the protein shakes, man.
But then a little peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not there yet. Like it doesn't necessarily. It's not necessarily because I have to have edible food. It's not really that. It's just a matter of I don't know. I'm not there yet. So when Ray gets his headphones back on, we're going to tell him his Adam Cole poster's on the floor because I neglected to tell him that. Fernando says, "Why do you think Superman has become so polarizing with this younger generation?"
Sorry about that.
No worries. By the way, Ray, your poster has
Ooh.
disappeared.
Can you hear me?
Disappeared. I can. You can't hear me, can you? Ray's having audio difficulties, kids. Bear with him.
Can you hear me now?
I can. Yep.
How do I sound now?
Hey, you there?
There you go. Now I'm good.
Yeah. I heard you the whole time.
Okay. Why do I think Superman is becoming so polarized? Because they're sticking to the comic. They're sticking to the comic.
Thank you. Thank you. Because, look, I like Henry Cavill as much as the next guy. And we could argue all day what your favorite is, and that's fine. But Zack Snyder's version of Superman is not the definitive version of Superman. The definitive version of Superman lives in that comic book, like you said.
100%.
That's the definitive version of Superman. And that's what James Gunn's going to give you. So for people that don't like that, you can like what you want and hate what you want to hate. It's fine.
Yeah.
But like Ray, I feel like Gunn is going to give you the comic book accurate version of these characters.
Exactly. And if you don't like this version, you're entitled to be wrong.
Ha! I didn't say that. See that? I didn't say. I'm not a troublemaker.
No.
Yeah, that was Ray. I was sticking it on you. Shane says, Tom, who do you think was better tag team, Dick Slater and Dick Murdoch, or the Young Pistols, Tracy Smothers and Scott Armstrong? I think they're both great, but in different ways. Slater and Murdoch were two great rough and tumble, rough and rowdy heels. And I thought they were great, but Smothers and Armstrong consistently had that, we're tomorrow, we're the future, we're,
yeah.
Even after they were 40, you know what I mean? So
I'm going, you got to go with that. This good. They always they were ahead of everybody. I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, I love both teams. I love the old stuff, man. I haven't watched any of the old stuff in a long time, if I'm being honest. I just haven't had a chance to, man.
No, it's been a minute. Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Oh yeah, Gordon Soley. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to go down the rabbit hole of watching the old Crockett stuff and sometimes the Mid-South and World Class. I just haven't done it. I haven't done it in a minute, so I need to go back and
I'm with you,
watch some of that stuff. Do you think the WB split is going to hurt AEW and the new DC? What do you think, Ray?
Very little. Very little. I think both of them have such solid foundation right now.
Yeah, I would hope it'd be fine. The powers that be that signed AEW to this big deal love the product and they're on board. And that's always a good thing. And I think there's so much faith and confidence in James Gunn that unless this Superman movie comes out and we're all going, oh my God, what was that? I just think Gunn's the right guy at the right time, Ray.
Yeah.
And
the trailer just leads to believe that it's just so authentic with the comic that I just don't see it not doing well.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. I mean, nothing should surprise any of us because the way things go and people are determined to hate things. I don't understand it. But people can again like what they want, hate what they want, I guess. So yeah. Kids, I think that's it for us. We're going to take it home. I got to get on the road. I got an hour drive ahead of me, and we're going to let Ray get to his weekend. Ray, before we get out of here, tell the kids where they can find you on the internets.
You can find me on all the social media platforms. You could find me with my partner, Majestic Maria, on our show every Wednesday, the Tailgate Party, part of the Peaches and Powerbombs. Please like and subscribe. And hopefully very soon, the Rail D experience will be coming soon. I'm working on it. It's a process, but I'm working on it. Yes, I am working on the Rail D experience.
How have I not heard about this till now? What's up? You can't tell me anything?
I was good, dude. This is you got the exclusive.
By the way,
all sports and compass show.
Really? That's awesome. By the way, Ray,
the foundation, but
you should know that everybody gives Tom a kickback because I got everybody started. You should know this.
Yes.
Because I got the girls started. I got guys on another show started. I got you started. Everybody gives Tom a kickback. I'm the godfather of this stuff.
You are the godfather. You are the Al Pacino.
I'm the Al Pacino.
You are the Al Pacino.
I'm just kidding. Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it, man.
Thank you, brother. But thank you.
We can talk off mic about what your plans are and everything. But yeah.
Thank you. And I'll also be doing a 6M with my friend Tom Clark about Rocky. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm waiting.
Me too.
I'm waiting.
I keep looking at my calendar going, when am I gonna? Yeah. Yeah, we got to make it happen.
Thanks for having me, brother. It was great seeing you.
You too, man. I appreciate you. Don't go anywhere, Ray. I'm going to take y'all screen, but hang out a minute.
I got you, bro.
All right, kids. There you go. There's Ray all day. Thanks, everybody, as always, for watching us live and or listening, downloading after the fact. I appreciate you very much. It means loads to me. If you will, kids, please go visit boinkstudios.com, BOINK, boinkstudios.com. Links to all the podcasts, links to my co-host shows and social media, including Ray, is there. Links to the new stuff on the Boink Studios YouTube are there. It's just a fun place to be. And as we always say, none of my stuff is behind a paywall. Okay. I do have a buy me a coffee set up. If you would like to support the shows, you are welcome to do so. And it is buymeacoffee.com/Tom Clark. How do I not remember that? Isn't it so easy? It's insanely easy. You know what I'm going to do just because everybody's talking about it? How about I just drop it in the chat and leave it up to you guys if you would like to go donate. Completely up to you. If you'd like to buy me a cup of Java, I would appreciate it. And really, it's more about just showing some love. If you don't want to, that's fine. I get it. It's 2025 and money's weird. Going to be weird for a long time, I imagine. So yeah, that's all I got for you, kids. I'm gonna end with this. It's not pro wrestling related, but it's my show. Okay. So I'm going to say this and then we'll get out of here. If anybody's going to go out tomorrow and protest in your respective town, city, state, please be careful. Good on you. Get out there and do what you feel is right in terms of being peaceful and, just making your voice be heard. We cannot ever get to the moment when we feel like we cannot speak anymore. I'm going through some of this right now. It sucks. Okay. And I don't want to go through it anymore. So you should be able to still speak without fear of being destroyed because of it. So again, if you're going out wherever you are in the world right now, or wherever you are in the country, I should say, be safe, keep it peaceful, try to stay out of harm's way if you can. Okay. Because things are getting crazy out there. All right. I want everybody that watches the show, listens live and after the fact, to come back here next week when we'll have another episode for it. And I want everybody to be safe, me included. Okay. That's all I got for you. That's what I'll leave you with. Everybody, do me a favor. Have a great weekend. Watch you some pro wrestling. Take care of yourselves and each other. We appreciate you very much. We'll see you next week. And if something comes up, I'll let you know. But if not, I'll see you right back here next Friday on episode 381 of Tom Clark's Main Event. Thanks again, kids. And we'll see you next week.